they have not been the powerhouse team that they were at the beginning of the year. Now, I don't think they would have made a far run into the postseason. I got to go with the Pacers to get the win at home on this one. But all in all, it's the predictions that matter. I got to take the Bucks to get the win at home. I think they win 30-28. What is going on, everybody? My name is Corey, and welcome back to another Sports Beast prediction. Today, we are going to be talking about the Thursday night game, Steelers at Vikings. I have here again my son, Dominic. Basically, because it was so fun last time, he's going to be in a lot more of these. This is a normal prediction with a little bit of a twist at the end, and I will explain that when we get to it. So, Dominic, we're going to be talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers and Minnesota Vikings, okay? Let's go over who's in and who's out. I got a lot of stuff here for you to look at. Okay. So you got B.J. Finney, Robert Spillane, Isaiah Buggs, Joe Hayden, all questionable, not out, but they are questionable for this game. So you're talking 1, 2, 3 people on defense and 1 on offense, okay?
Okay.
On the Minnesota Vikings side of things, you have Bynum, Darshaw, however you say his name. Adam Thielen is doubtful. Dalvin Cook is questionable. I know he's coming back in off of injury this past couple of weeks. And I can't even read that last name, Bicey Johnson. I don't know who that is.
He's out.
He is definitely out. So you have, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4 either out, questionable, or doubtful for offense, and 1 on defense. Okay? Okay, so take a look at this. How many points per game do the Steelers themselves get per game?
20%. 20.3.
So 20.3 for the Steelers, and how many for Minnesota?
25.7
okay.
points per game.
Yep. And how many points do they allow the other team to get? How many points does their defenses give up?
23.8
for
points allowed per game for the Steelers.
23.8 for the Steelers.
And 25.4 points allowed per game for the Vikings.
Okay. So, Steelers, let's see here. Oh, Vikings they're putting up more points, but they're obviously letting up more as well. Passing yards. What about those passing yards do you see?
The Steelers have 250 passing yards.
So 250?
And Vikings have 282
okay, so
passing yards.
Which makes sense. It's Kirk Cousins. They love to throw the ball out there, which is fine. He will continue to get his yards regardless of what I think about the guy. Rush yards. Now this offense is finally for the Steelers. This offense is finally starting to get a run game going a little bit. How many yards rushing does the Steelers have?
86.9 rushing yards for the Steelers.
And
113.3 rushing yards.
For
the Vikings.
Okay, so which makes sense. They're going to be better. Dalvin Cook has been doing this thing for a little while now, so understandably. Now let's talk about the defensive side of things and how many pass yards do they both allow?
252 yards for the Steelers have been allowed.
And the other one?
And 400.
Nope.
No.
Below that. Sorry.
271.3 passing yards allowed.
So 252 to 271. Pretty close. With the way Ben's arm is looking, it feels like he can't air it out like he used to be able to. I think Kirk Cousins is going to win that front. Rush yards allowed.
130.9 rush yards allowed for the Steelers.
130.9 for the Steelers.
And 131.5 rushing yards allowed for the Minnesota Vikings.
So 131 for the Vikings. Very close. I haven't watched a ton of Minnesota games, but I didn't know their run defense was just as bad as Pittsburgh's is. Okay. And speaking of letting up points, I want to talk about their last 5 games, okay? Them being the Steelers. This Steelers defense has allowed 19 points to the Ravens, 41 to the Bengals, 41 to the Chargers, 16 points to the Lions, which sadly resulted in a tie, and 27 to the Bears, which totals, read that big number. How many total points did they give up in their last 5 games?
144 total points.
144 points in their last 5 games.
Steelers suck.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay, so you why don't you go ahead and read that off? So this is the rankings of offense, defense, passing, and rushing for both teams.
So for the offense, Steelers, they say that the Steelers' offense is 23rd.
Ranked 23rd, okay. Going up against an offense that's ranked what?
8th.
8th for the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
Defense.
For the Steelers, it's 19th place. And for the defense, for Minnesota, they are terrible with 29th place.
So 29th, but I do not believe that defense is still ranked 19. I just looked at this a couple days ago. This is what they had, actually yesterday. Their defense is, the Steelers' defense is just atrocious at this point. Without Watt, this defense isn't even on the map. It's probably ranked 55th.
Because his legs.
Yeah. Okay, so.
For passing, the Steelers are ranked 17th, and passing for Minnesota Vikings is ranked 17th. 7th. Wow.
17th for Steelers, 7th for Vikings. Go ahead and do rushing. Just knock it out.
For rushing, for the Steelers is 29th, and for rushing for the Minnesota is 15.
29th for Steelers, 15th for the Vikings. Do you remember, we talked about this a little bit down here. Go ahead and talk about this. Do you remember what that was?
First meeting, the Minnesota last meeting.
Yep.
The Minnesota Vikings lost against the Steelers. They had 9 points, and the Pittsburgh Steelers had 26 points for something.
And this was back when?
On September 16th, 2017.
2017. So a while ago. Pittsburgh Steelers and Vikings, both very different teams.
Suck.
Multiple years ago. Pittsburgh did end up winning 26-9. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. Our last bit of information is obviously ESPN does their own matchup predictors. And I kind of drew this out just so you can see it without it being on the computer. Okay?
Okay.
So by this little chart here, Pittsburgh is given a 37.4% chance to win, and
the Minnesota Vikings are getting a 62.3% chance of winning.
Yep, with a
0.3% of tying.
Yep, which I think was the same in the Detroit game. So, if that'll tell you anything. So that's it for the information part of it. I mentioned in the intro that this is going to be a little bit different. And just like every prediction, I either win or lose. But unlike the other predictions, there's going to be a forfeit for this match. So whoever, and I'm going to let Dominic pick first. Whoever he picks, I am going to take the opposite team. Okay?
Okay.
So why don't you just go ahead and tell... Oh, do you want to shake on it? Okay. Go ahead and tell them. Camera's over there. Go ahead and tell them who you're picking.
I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep.
As you see over there.
Nope, don't turn it. Okay, it's going to get messed up. So he's taking the Minnesota Vikings. He has written on the board Steelers 21, Vikings 42. So in that sense, he's taking the Vikings. I am taking my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I said 17-30. I am taking them to win, but I also predicted the score as if Vikings were going to win because in my personal sheet of predictions, I also took the Vikings to win this game. But for this matchup, he's got Vikings. I have Steelers. Loser gets a pie to the face. It will be filmed. It will be uploaded. It will be funny.
It'll be amazing.
Winner does the pie. And by pie, I just mean basically a big plate of whipped cream. So I'm not buying a pie.
Yeet.
Okay.
If I win, I'll do it like a baseball.
All right. However you do. You won. You do it. So, all right. That has been another... What's the channel name?
Sports Beast episode.
That has been another Sports Beast prediction. My name's Corey.
And my name is Dominic.
His name is Dominic. Continue to be a beast. Drop a like, comment who you think is going to win, and throw the score up as well. See how close you get.
And now we're supposed to get 100,000 likes
Yeah.
for today.
We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.